What up? It's your boy Johnny Sins, and I'm here with
who?
JRICE93.
Otherwise known as Canelo Alvarez. What's up, Way?
Well, somehow I took this pile of trash.
Oh,
shout out to Josh Bennett. I couldn't have been done without him. James for the imperms that he let me use. Just all the homies. Somehow I stumbled into first place. I think I just got really lucky today, to be honest. I don't think this deck is that great, but it did what it did, and you know, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So.
How many meta decks did you play?
I believe I played 4 Sprite, and I only played 1 tier element. Like I said, the Sprite matchup is not that bad because you just get them in a simplified game state, and usually you can do that with your hand traps. Luckily, I dodged the tier deck today because that deck gets out of hand and it spirals really fast. So I was just lucky to play Sprite. You keep it manageable. The striker cards are 1-for-1s, and so that's not a terrible matchup. It was about 50-50, but like I said, matchups were good today. Played okay, I guess. Not perfect, but what can you do?
All right, so let's get it to James, sponsor player.
So we, of course, Reyes Bay. We drew this. I want to say I drew this every game.
Jesus.
Like going first or second, there was not a game today out of 8 rounds that I did not draw like this card. So very lucky.
Nah, you're him.
2 rows. Card's nice. You just need a starter. And then with the other starter, Rhoda.
The card he actually drew all fucking day.
Drew this card a lot, especially when I needed 3 spells in the grave. So
Jesus.
Shout out to Rhoda. Ngage.
Yes, sir.
Was crazy. Burner.
Yes,
I
sir.
thought about playing more, but the problem is when you're at a local setting and people know what you're playing, they'll make you go first. You don't want too many cards like this that are just not good going first. So that's why I didn't play more. And also another thing, this is not very good because elf, so you can't ever target anything it's pointing to. Yeah, you can like pop the elf, but they just chain and you just don't get a whole lot of value out of this. But it was good to pop floodgates and stuff today too, so it was good. 1 Hornet drones, just another starter. Card's nice. Eagle booster. This card's not super standard. It's okay. It's nice whenever you have 3 spells in the grave and you're playing against Sprite, and they can't, like, they'll gigantic lock you, but then they can't clear it. So like you just gain a lot of tempo whenever they can't clear your cards.
Nice.
And this card, funny enough, I always drew it when I went first. And I got ashed a couple of times today on the Shizuku, and I just held it and was able to like search the engage anyway, so it was pretty nice. I don't know if I'd play it again, but it's just a locals basically. Area 0, only need 1. Multi-roll, card's crazy.
Stupid.
2 cannon, we're in a graveyard eccentric format, so you can get toads, you can take their stuff to Charmer climb, and of course, you have to hit the tier card. So the reason you play 2 is just because tier's so prevalent in the format.
You got 2 tier names out of me in the same game with that.
3 Widow, mandatory. Nothing really to say about that. God card, ban it, Konami, please.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
Please ban it.
Please get out of here.
Ban it or put it to 3.
Upstart Goblin. If you watch this profile, yes, I play 41 with Upstart. Just another spell.
He knows what's up.
I'm a hypocrite. Mystic Mine.
Oh my God, the best card in the game.
Mystic Mine. Mystic Mine.
Area 0.
Mystic Mine.
Stop it. Get some help.
What does Mystic Mind do?
Well, to be honest, I don't really. I decked out 1 person today. He just scooped because he didn't have an out. But outside of that, you really just use this card to kind of build advantage, and like you'll hand trap them a couple of times, and you'll mine them, and you just like start high-octing them under mine and just playing under it, but you never really deck anybody out with it. I don't know if it's great. I don't know what I'd change, but this is just like in case people made me go first, and you know, if I'm lucky enough to draw, it is what it is. But it was crazy.
Mine's also good.
Snapping. I can't even. It's like I can't say nothing. This dude is snapping right now. No lie.
I hope this card gets banned.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And then the hand traps. So I focused on like not too many like going second cards as far as like Lightning Storm and everything. I want to play more hand traps because they're versatile while going first or second. So 3 nib.
Yes, sir. Underrated.
Is crazy right now. You know, even against Sprite, it's not insane if it's a standalone, but if you pair this with any other hand trap, blowout. 3 effect Veiler card's really good. It's important to hit Curious. It doesn't matter if they chain block. It's also important to hit Gigantic. That way you're raised floating and you stay ahead of them tempo wise. So This card's really good.
Nice.
It's crazy. 3 DD Crow.
Best
Cards.
card.
Against like Math Mech, it's good against Elves. You can draw it for a 6th. Just a really good card going first or second. That's kind of the whole theme of the deck.
These tiers.
Ash, this card's really actually kind of like one of the worst hand traps right now.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It's just mediocre, but like I said, in conjunction with the other like hand traps, it's Ash and it's just generic, and you never know what you're gonna play against. It's good against like all the rogue decks. So this is a shout out to James, this guy right here.
Oh my god, look at this.
Those are the multi-faker copies.
The multi-faker pop.
These are the faker imperms.
What do you mean by that?
Every time my opponent went gigantic red, I swear I drew this card. So you know, very lucky today. And then the last 3 cards were just, I didn't know what to play. This card's okay. I won't say it's great, but it's for like a local setting whenever people know you're going first. Or they make you go first, and what'll happen is they'll make you go first, but this is a good high impact card that just clears bodies against Sprite, because sometimes like Widow, you'll Widow their stuff, but like you don't clear the body, so it's just not as high impact. But that's where this card is, and it's okay because you can do it in the draw phase if you draw it for a 6th against Elf. So, and at that point they can't chain it, so it's a really good card actually, but I don't know if I'd play it again. And then for the
extra.
3 Kagari. Staple. 3 Shiz. I guess this isn't so staple. I know people play Prosperity, but I don't play Prosp in this list, so I was able to be a little bit more flexible with my extra deck. And this does come up because, you know, there's a lot of Sprite, like they're playing low impact hand traps like Ash Imperm, and when they stop the first one, like you only have one the rest of the game, and sometimes with Striker the game drags. So just having the 3rd, it actually came up and it was pretty relevant today. 2 Hayate, never really need 3. There's an argument to play 3, I guess, since I play so many mines, but you know, you just want one to basically get started and then your engine goes on from there. 1 Kinda, never really came up today. It is what it is. 2 Zeke, this card's crazy. You know, I play 2, it's nice because I play Widows and, you know, it's, people don't see it coming. I don't, it's just good against Rogue too, so it's solid. I'd play it again.
Also, they can't dark it if it's in your graveyard. They can't dark summon.
Yeah. So the card was pretty nice. It's just, funny enough, I played a Striker mirror today, and just having like a high number of links actually comes up in that mirror mat, so it was okay. Hida, never came up. Dark came up a few times. Phoenix and Access Code. They're pretty staple, to be honest. Nothing crazy about the extra deck. 2 Bell. It was okay. It was pretty good. It hit some. It hit some Elves. You know, it's good against like the Math Mech trap. It did what it did. It's nothing crazy, but you know, you just want a bunch of low impact hand traps so they become like high impact, so you can draw them in multiple. So 3 Tisubu. This card's pretty flexible. Like I said, I'd never know if I'm going to go first or second post side. But the thing about the Sprite matchup, like you can usually manage it with your Striker 1-for-1s, and whether you go first or second, this card's always going to be pretty solid. It can be awkward against the Runic variants. Luckily, I only played 1 of those today. Nothing really to say about that. It's TC Boo. 3 Cosmic against, you know, mine against the Runic deck. Just a solid card. Nice. Anti-spell. Harpies, locals. Lightning Storm, locals, D-Barrier, you know, just against the tier deck, I guess. I know they link climb a lot, but, you know, shutting off Kit Kalos, so milling 5, you know, it's not great, but it's pretty solid. But I played again. Anyways, that's the profile.
Anything else, Canelo?
Just shout outs to Cody,
this clown,
Ryan.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
James, all the boys in Texas. Hopefully y'all are winning a case of the Megaton. Shout out to Bowie and Max, Denny, Jensen, just everybody in Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
T-Crow, just everybody that supports me. You know, this community has a lot of like really good people, and I'd really not be able to play if it wasn't for my friends letting me borrow cards. So just all the shout outs to them. Everybody's really nice here in Oklahoma. So just shout out to DZ as well.
All right, then, man. If y'all want to see his OnlyFans, hit the like button, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Say something.
said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Subscribe, all that. I can get you guys an autograph. All right, signing out. Peace.